Hello, welcome back to Tweet the Leader New podcast, where we chat about realistic leadership theories. On today's podcast, we're continuing the conversation on the National Black Canadian Summit, which is bringing powerful people together to make action, to make change. I want to introduce the amazing co-host, Josh Deal. What's going on, man? How are you?
It's good to be here in front of all these people and talk to these wonderful guests. So it's
good to be here, Josh. You know, having amazing and powerful conversations. So far, we have had amazing leaders just talking about young people's perspective, justice, education, breaking barriers, and so forth. And we have the amazing Shawnnette Fraser, who's from TD Bank. And Shawnnette, I want to introduce you. I must say I love your gala attire. Yes, I must compliment you on that. Don't mind the noise, folks, in the background. I just want to say we're focusing on the conversation today. And Shawnnette, I want to start this conversation off. We are here in this moment with a lot of people bringing a lot of change.
Yes.
How do you feel about this moment as a Black woman?
I love it.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, it warms my heart.
Yeah.
Because this is what we talk about.
Yeah.
This is what we want. In my current role right now, I'm a district vice president for TD Bank.
Yeah.
And one of the things that when I became an executive with the bank, the first thing I said is that I need to do things for Black people.
Yeah.
And I'm not unapologetic in saying those things.
Yeah.
And for visible minorities.
Yeah.
And to see that we are also progressive in making change.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that once we have an opportunity, we need to keep the door open for somebody else. That's how change happens, and that's how we progress and we lift each other up together.
Wow, opportunity is the key word as we continue to move forward. And this is the opportunity now to allow people to talk, to have conversations, to make action into those conversations and stuff like that. So I'm going to allow Josh to ask the next question.
Yeah, my next question, just looking at the crowd of people here, we see a very diverse amount of people. How do you feel about the diversity, and why is that important to you?
That's the beauty of Canada, right? Without diversity is the spice of life. So to me, we're all so different, and until we actually embrace and we recognize and we love diversity of thought, diversity of individuals, how we look, how we feel, that's how we get a better Canada. That's how we get a better economy. That's how we progress. So to me, diversity is what truly Canadians are about. So to me, I love this. I love this.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
The motto is "the time is now."
Yes.
Let's just literally take that moment in right now.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean to you? The time is now.
What that means to me is that, the last couple years have been tough, right?
Yeah.
We have gone through a pandemic. I had an opportunity to listen to a podcast with Oprah, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And she said during this time, we can do one of two things. It's really tough. We can escape and then reemerge when it's all over. Or we can elevate. And to me, the power and the opportunity of now means that you're always remembering every day we have a choice. You can escape or you can elevate. And being in the present and recognizing the now, you're choosing to elevate yourself every single day despite what is going on. So to me, this is always an opportunity to do better.
Yeah, the opportunity, again, to do better as we continue to move forward, as we continue to build. As we continue to move forward, there's a lot of things that we have to act on. And there's a lot of topics that's being held in this summit in particular, talking about education, talking about breaking barriers in different areas of poverty, talking about different health, mental health and healthcare. What do you think about all these topics that they're bringing? Do you think that it's going to be helpful to the community in bringing forward?
All of those are helpful and important, but one I'd love to add that I'm very passionate about is financial literacy. That's how we progress, that's how we bring the next generation, and that's how we change the narrative going forward. So, a lot of times, I'm from the West Indies, I'm Caribbean, so we teach, we learn how to cook, we learn how to clean, but we don't talk about money. And we need to understand how do we make the next generation and ourselves better. And so I feel that as we talk about and address these important issues that you said, one that we must break the uncomfortableness and talk about is being financially smart, understanding how we advance, and generational wealth, and helping the next generation get that financial education and foundation. So that's the only one that I would add.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Another question we've been asking all the guests is maybe like one word. If you had to sum up the whole summit in one word, or maybe one sentence, what would that one word or one sentence be that you want people to hear?
I would say that one word would be, one. I wanted elevate, but I think I'll choose, no, I'm going to choose elevate.
Yeah.
That is us. That is us right now.
Yeah.
Is we always choose to elevate. And no matter, you think about good, better, best. Elevate is always having that growth mindset. And this to me is a growth mindset.
Yeah. I love that. I love that you say growth mindset. I've been saying that for the past few months, making sure that you grow in your mind. It's your mind that allows you to control what you do in order to elevate.
Yeah,
and so as we
exactly.
continue to elevate, let's continue to move forward. And as you continue to move forward, let's continue to act like that. Thank you so much for coming on to today's episode. I don't know what I want to say. Thank you for coming on to today's episode, and we'll see you at the next.
Thank
See
you
you.
for having me.